Hey, hi, hello there, I'm DilyDaly, and this is a Vampire Survivor Saturday, the last one that I'm going to be doing for a while now. Um, well, I guess the last one, actually, in general, because I'm going to be moving these to the regular rogue-lite power hour rotation. Um, you might be wondering why. Why do this? Well, honestly, it's because I honestly, hang on. It's because I honestly don't really want to do this every week. Not even really that I have an issue with doing it every week. It's more that the way that I wanted to do these are different than how they're coming up. Boss Rash and Whiteout. Boss Rash. Because we did Bone Zone last time. But yeah, basically, I just really wanted to kind of make a series where I could upload and do what I wanted to whatever degree that I could. I need to figure out here what I'm gonna do. Just go up this way. These are all the items required to like upgrade stuff. Not all, but a lot of. Let's grab them. What the fuck? Okay. What is happening? So this is the merchant. He'll show up every level now. Bouncing projectiles. I don't have any money. He'll just disappear. Okay, should not have interacted with him until I got some money. Let's get lightning rings. I see duplicator. But yeah, I wanted to do more reviews. I wanted to be able to talk about stuff that I had felt passionate about. And for me, that translated to talking about stuff like House, stuff like Psych. But I feel like the scripted nature that I tried going for the Psych review didn't really work out, and the review for House didn't feel good. So I decided that I'd do myself the service, or I'd be doing myself the disservice of continuing that series in the way that I was. So I've decided it's better that I just move on. And for me, moving on means going to Vampire Survivors. Or not Vampire Survivors. Moving on means going to Slay the Spire. Because it's new, feels good, feels right. I'm totally not addicted to it. And I just really want to keep playing the game. Now, the unfortunate thing in mind with that specifically is that I unfortunately don't have a whole lot to talk about. I want to talk about some stuff, you know, like I want to talk about reviews, or I want to talk about my personal reviews of stuff, my ratings for different shows and stuff I feel passionate about, so that you guys kind of get a better idea of me, other than just, you know, the guy that sits here and just says random shit all the time. But I also recognize that I'm not particularly entertaining when I don't have a lot to talk about. Case in point right now. In fact, I'm realizing I don't think I'm saying anything. I'm talking for sure. Words are coming out of my mouth, but I don't feel like I've said anything. So let me just take it from the top. Not from the top, obviously. I'm not going to do my intro again. But basically, to sum up, I won't be doing any more Vampire Survivor Saturdays, so that means no reviews, no scripted content. It's just going to be me playing Vampire Survivors every now and then for a roguelite power hour. and maybe the random upload here and there if my friends want to play with me. Beyond that, the thing replacing Vampire Survivor Saturdays will be Slay the Spire 2, because I really enjoy that game. Slay the Spire 2 is a fun game, and it's just kind of taken over my waking being. Trying to beat Act 3 with the Regent is, like, it's painful how close I've gotten. As you've seen, or may have seen. I'm trying to think of when this came out. No. You will see soon. I've already recorded it. It'll come out next week. How close I've gotten. The last time I played Regent for you guys was this last Thursday, and that one was not very close. I don't think I got very close at all in that run, but I did end up getting close later on. What do these buttons do? I know the button on the left. Actually, the button on the left doesn't seem to do anything, from what I can tell. Ooh. And you might be wondering, why is it that I'm playing live? Why am I doing live commentary rather than my usual commentary? And to answer that, it's because I didn't feel like the I didn't feel like the post commentary was working in terms of my personal enjoyment, or just whether I wanted to do it at all in the first place. And so going back to live commentary for rogue-lite power hours and for Vampire Survivors, while it's the last one, I just kind of wanted to bring it back to the old school, you know? Bring it back to doing this the old way. And I'll bring up some stuff I do want to talk about. Which, I guess in this case, the last thing to talk about, I've been waiting a whole 7 minutes compared to the usual 2.5 seconds. But to get into a legitimate topic that I will talk about at length is a movie I got absolutely shredded standing still. That's because that's a Reaper. Why is there a Reaper? But I will talk at length about this, which is a movie. Movie many of you have seen, potentially. I don't know. I'm not gonna guess. I'm not gonna assume. But a movie called The Wild Robot. Wow. That killed me. Okay, Boss Rush might be too much for me. We're gonna do Whiteout instead. The Wild Robot. Now, why do I want to talk about The Wild Robot? I want to talk about The Wild Robot because I like that movie. We're gonna stand here for a bit while I talk, okay? I enjoy The Wild Robot for a lot of different reasons, but mainly because I feel I can deeply relate to the surrounding imagery involving that movie. Not to be like the outside, not that pretentious. I just mean like the importance of moms, the importance of parents, of things of that nature. It's not lost on me, even though I didn't, even though I don't particularly like my parents for the moment. And I don't particularly like the life I've lived due to not having a mom because she had died. Like, even though all of that is true, even though all of that is the case, it's not lost on me the importance of parents, the importance of their existence, the importance of their presence in people's lives. Again, none of that is lost on me. What is more specifically important to me, something very not lost, is the love that a parent can feel for a child. Because I see it every day. I see it. God, this sucks. Hold on. I see it at work. I see it on Instagram. I see it on YouTube. I see it everywhere. I know that doesn't sound like a lot of places, but like, I know a parent can love a child. And I feel like Wild Robot does an amazing job of presenting that idea. Not the idea. Presenting that genuine feeling that a parent can love a child as much as Roz did. And I feel like that's such an important thing in this day and age, because, like, I think about how I would think about my parents. I think about how others would think about their parents, and I think about the fact that a lot of people like me growing up, right? I didn't mean to walk into you. Damn it. Growing up, you kind of grow up with this notion throughout high school that your parents are out to get you. They're out to make you make the wrong decision. They're out to like things like that. You know what I mean? They're out to make you feel bad. They're out to tell you you're wrong. They're out to do all of these things, and I don't think any of that's true. I mean, sometimes there are just bad parents. But I think the messaging behind the Wild Robot being so clear that sometimes a parent just wants what's best and will do their best to help and do what's right, and do what's right, what they feel is right for their kid. And I think Roz does a very good job of maybe not being a parent, but being that force, being that message for parents, for kids, that parents are important. And maybe your parents aren't great. Maybe the life you've lived has told you and proven to you that parents aren't great. And you see that your parents and your friends' parents and all of that is just not great. Maybe that's true. Maybe all of that is true. But if you ever have kids, it's important that you be good parents to them. And I like that messaging behind Roz and the Wild Robot. Because the Wild Robot is also just a very beautiful movie that I think helps for some people to get over the it's an animated movie, it's for kids. Yeah, I don't care. It's a good movie with great visuals. Go enjoy it. Get over yourself. Enjoy the movie. Enjoy the movie for the fact it's a movie. And I also, hang on, let me do this. I also appreciate the Wild Robot for all of the moments that really made me understand my mom. Which, I mentioned it a bit ago, but to be clear, my biological mom, she died. She passed away when I was 13. I'm 22 now. And seeing Roz go through these motions, going through these steps, going through these things, made me kind of see what maybe my mom might have been seeing. And that felt so nice to get to see all of... It felt nice thinking... Watching Rose made me feel like I was watching my mom again. I was watching my mom love my brother and I. I was watching my mom grow and learn and just be there and just love. And I'm honestly so glad that I could see that, because if not for that movie and many other movies and media that have kind of explored this topic, I don't think I would have been able to experience that again, and see that love, that, like, it's such an impossible feeling to explain. But I don't think I would have been able to experience that any other way. And I'm honestly just really glad that I was able to get that opportunity in my lifetime to experience that love again, to experience what that looks like again. And I also appreciate the music in that movie. The music in that movie was so... It carried those feelings so distinctly. Like, if the movie was the visual message, right? The music was... The visuals were showing me love, and the music was letting me hear it. Hear the... Jesus fucking Christ, how did I miss that giant ass dog? Damn. Yo-yo. We're yo-yoing? Really? I might need to walk in here. Might just grab the... Grab this. I'm trying to get the other bird to max it out and then get the other slot for the other wands. You do chunky damage. Is that another bird? It's another fucking dog. I will sit here until we're done spitting. Can I get the other bird? Is that another dog or is that the same dog? What? Okay, make space. I feel like I got killed there by the, I don't think I got killed there by the yo-yos. I think I got killed there by walking through the snowman. Where'd my mouse go? God, the screen is so wet, I lost my mouse. Really? Give me the other bird. banish that. And other stuff I don't want, so I'll banish stuff. Because I'm getting a little annoyed that we haven't gotten what I need here. I don't need spinach to upgrade Fire Wand, and I finally decided to get that. I should just move down there and just get down to spinach. Grow, grow, grow. Oh, we're at the end? Oh, we are. Cool. 20 minutes in whiteout for She-Moon. Cool, cool. Another skip. Z Asunta. Z Asunta. Who's that? The other character I just unlocked? It is not. I just unlocked She-Moon. I mean, how long they save for? 15 minutes. And then I have to level up Glass Fandango. Okay. Let's do 15 minutes with Z Asunta. In, was it Green Acres with the trees, or was it this? I think it's this. This is the animals, not the animals, the fucking, yeah, these. Probably axe. Pentagram. Garlic. There we go. Now we're getting something going here. Oh yes. Getting some damage going. Forgot. Need to stop running into him. Level that up, I guess. We've already got kind of our setup going here. Anyway, so yeah. I really like the wild robot. I've already mentioned why. I said it's because I don't know. It's because I don't think there would have been another time where I would have maybe needed that movie too. Like, it's been a long time. Like, when that movie came out, it had already been a long time since, you know, since losing my mom. But it was after a very tough portion of my life, I'll say. I've mentioned it on the channel before. I have a pretty extensive sob story, to say the least, for those of you who don't know me. To be as clear as possible as to why I have such a sob story, it's because I have a really crappy timeline of a life. Like, I can get nitty-gritty with it and be like, well, this and this plus some stuff before even the big stuff. But just to be as transparent as possible, it's just I've gone through a lot of loss in my life. Big one, obviously, being my mom. But it's been a lot of loss. Not even, like, loss of, like, even, like, super prominent family members in my life, but just a lot of loss in general. Family members, family members, close friends of said family. Close friends moving away, things of that nature. There's a lot of loss. And so, getting even some semblance of that feeling, of that reminder that that feeling was there. Because there's nothing that compares to the feeling of a mother's love. There isn't. As much as some people may think there is, or some people may think that, yeah, let's not get too harsh here, but like there's nothing comes close to a mother's love. Maybe if like your mother was a bitch and she sucked and yeah, just bad parents overall, then maybe yeah, everything beats a mother's love in that specific scenario. But the idea of a mother's love, the idea behind loving something so unconditionally and so particularly in such a way that you can't even express it into words, to feel that is something you only feel so many times in your life. And we as humans are so blessed that we get to have that from the moment we're born. Sometimes we take it for granted, sure, but we get to have that from the moment we're born. Have that love, that feeling of love from the moment we're born till they go away. And honestly, I don't think the Wild Robot could have encapsulated that feeling any more clearly. So this is the most time stops I've gone in a row. So yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, I love that fucking movie. I also like it because it's DreamWorks. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I'm thinking now, I'm gonna have to get a good thumbnail screenshot from Wild Robot to put as the thumbnail. Probably just do whatchamacallit, Roz finding Brightbill, or Brightbill hatching in Roz's hand. Probably do that one. What's with this whip, by the way? Why is this whip just only ever getting base damage increase? It's like base damage increase by 1. I also say there's a lot of music coming out lately. I say lately. Recently, as of me recording this, it's been out for like a month, I think. A month, maybe a few weeks. But Jake did a collaborative work with, who's this again? John Michael Howell. And, who's that other guy? John Michael Howell and... I can't read the other names off of my watch. But they did a collaborative song called 1,000 Years, which everything from the album that's a part of is amazing. John Michael Howell, great find. I like a lot of his music now that I found him. I didn't even know he existed, to be 100% honest with you, until I had just came across a random reel. That's how I found a lot of my music. But to not get too far from the point, a lot of music like that has been very prominent lately, or it feels like lately. That's duration. I don't think duration's gonna do anything. I could have just probably sat here for 24 minutes, but that's no fun. I guess this is when we actually be 24 minutes, since we're going by a second every half a second. Be 12 minutes then. Still haven't existed for 15 minutes yet though. There's also a great time to mention that I also just really like Jake, like a lot of his music, and to be clear, Jake, J-V-K-E. I like a lot of his music in general. A lot of the "This is blank," "This is what blank feels like" series, album, whatever, is really good. I like all of that album, to be honest, to different degrees and for different reasons, obviously, but a lot of his music is really good. I also like Hero. He made that with, who did he make that with, actually? Trying to think. Duplicator. Fire. A. Should I pentagram? I think I'm gonna level up fast enough for pentagram. Get duplicator. Hey, 15 minutes. Nice. And now I'll do the same level with this. Is that all it does? This might be a bad idea. I'll get the revise. Right, this thing just kind of shoots stuff out. I forgot about that. I should get all the wands. Wand. Armor, so I can get Rune Tracer later. There's Rune Tracer. I'm gonna need Rune Tracer, Spinach. I need Spinach, Spell Tome. Kind of forgot you were there. Garlic would be nice, would be assistive. Fire wand. I need Spell Tome and Spinach. Garlic. Gonna get this to level 7. What did I even pick for my augment? I just realized. There's level 7. Does it have a level up? Don't see it. Hey, what is that? Is that and regular whip? Or like upgraded whip with that whip? Is that what that is? Oh no, that's just upgraded. Is that upgraded whip? I don't know what upgraded whip actually looks like. I've never upgraded it before. Maybe I'll grab it. Well, now that I wouldn't be able to upgrade to Velcro, or the also there's a lot of triple, or quintuple chests? Is that what they're called? Quintuple chests? I haven't gotten this many, I think, in a run before. Anyhow, I've been neglecting. I've talked about how the movie makes me feel. I think it's pretty clear. I think the movie's a 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. But I haven't talked about the movie itself. Which, if you don't really know, I tend to be kind of hypercritical about movies. I tend to be, or not movies, in any media I tend to be kind of negative. Which this might be a first where I'm talking fairly positive about a movie. Or about anything. So maybe this is going to be first. I'm still annoyed. What did I pick? Oh, I picked the revives because I thought I was going to kill myself using the thingy. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Wings is the evolution. Is this just the... Where'd it go? Is this just pinion? Or does it require a third thing that I don't have? I'll have to look into the evolutions for some of these weapons for next time we play, which will be a while. Anyhow, yeah. Let's start off with the opening. I think the opening for this movie is kind of underrated. Not really underrated. I think I kind of forgot how some movies open up, because we're kind of growing up, or I'm kind of growing into an age where movies aren't really movies. They're like shows that were made into a movie, or they were like anime that has been turned into movies rather than being made into a show, like episodic. And then a lot of episodic things that are basically movies, but then we kind of forgot what movies really act like in the first place. So we're losing the forest for the trees kind of thing, because of just the level of quality that we thought was required for a movie to be a movie. And to be fair, we've lost the importance of movie openings in terms of, like, I think of something like, and this is not a good example because it's an Edgar Wright thing, but like Baby Driver, great movie also. I don't know if I like it as much as, like, say like my typical animated movie likes, but I do like Baby Driver a lot. It's a different kind of like. Can I just sit here? Oh, we'll just spike out. That's cool. I need to keep moving to kill these. Ooh, not good. We're finally getting our evolution shit. Took its damn time. I wonder if I have to have Pinion or something. I don't know why it would have told me the evolution for this thing. Anyway, so yeah. something like the opening for Baby Driver, which was straight into the action, straight into everything we needed to know, and then took elaboration later, but also having a great way to set the tone for later development. And I'm also talking the opening, including the like baby getting coffee scene, which was a great way to settle and explain the premise, the build-up that we had, like having what's her name? Diner girl. Forgot her name. I like this movie so much, and I can't believe I'm forgetting her name. Diner girl. I'm like running through the lines in my head. What does she say? I know she's the one that's like B-A-B-Y, baby. Deborah. The introduction of Deborah so early on in the movie, just so we can get the idea in our head of like the kind of person that that Baby is, or I guess Miles, the type of person Miles is. And I appreciated the build up for that, and I also liked like we're talking about the openings here. Okay, so the opening for Baby Driver being so action-packed to like not mislead you. The movie is about driving. The movie is about Baby driving. Okay, it's about us kind of understanding the world Baby is living in, right? It's about understanding what our characters are capable of, what they've been through, what they're doing now, right? And a lot of that's set up very quickly, very easily. Not quite in the same sense, but in a similar way. We're introduced to the Universal Dynamics robot, Rosm 7418. I think that's 7418, is that the right numbers? I don't remember. But Roz, as we're introduced to, is lost. Has no idea what's going on. Doesn't know how any of these animals interact with or speak. Is just looking to help. We can see right away how her programming is set up the way that it is. We are immediately thrusted into the world as she sees it, as she is experiencing the world right away. We're introduced to this world, and we're introduced to we're introduced to this island, and we're given context clues to Rosm and why they're so important here and there. And I honestly really like that. I like that we're not told right away why the existence of a Rosm is as important as it is. Floor chickens. I mean, what else would you call them? Golden fingers. I don't even know where those are, what those are. Find the yellow sign. Standard relics from all stages. What are the standard relics? What's considered a standard relic, I guess is a better question. Hang on, is there anything on here that's like level 50 with Domario? Who's Domario? I don't have Domario. Domario, Porta. Defeat the final enemy in the Capella. In the Capella Magna. Show uncompleted. Hang on. What's the one next to that? Glass Wizard. Antidote and Whiteout. All the coffins. Level 50 with Pugnala. 50 with Pomario. Level 50 with Porta. Pugnala. Domario. There's Domario. So, I might as well just do that, right? Domario. Hide completed. 50 with Domario. He's this guy. Okay, sure. Permanent, plus 40% duration and speed. Oh, so like the things will speed really fast. We'll move really fast. Okay. We're gonna go here. This is a good place to kind of level quickly. Pull it out. Whip it out. There it is. You know what? We're gonna go full on with this shit. Okay, I was gonna grab the garlic. We're gonna grab the cross. We're just gonna go wholeheartedly. If I can get what I'm looking for. Heals. We're gonna go wholeheartedly with the, motherfucker. Bible. I need Spellbinder. We're gonna go wholeheartedly in the direction of priestly looks. Okay, Bibles, crosses. I should probably grab Santa water. That's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for Santa water, but I was like, there's something else I could grab here that's gonna look good for this setup. Santa water. What do I need to level up Santa water? I know I grabbed the Punala, but that's just, or Pomarola. But I kind of just grabbed that because it's a good pickup for the healing thing. A tracked orb. I need a tracked orb to level up Santa water. That's what I need. Anyway, I should probably still grab garlic. Classic exorcist, you know? But yeah, the movie opening or the opening scenes for Holy Priest. Anyway, well, yeah, what else kind of priest would he be? Anyway, sorry, that was bad. That was just bad. Anyhow, the opening for Wild Robot was really good. The opening for Baby Driver was really good, as a side note. I guess that kind of became the main note for a bit there. But yeah. And I feel like with Wild Robot, the opening really helps. Is that another fucking sick? If we can get an orb. I'm not looking for a time stopper. I'm looking for an orb. Give me an orb. Give me an orb. Give me an orb. Give me an orb. Gray eats. There we go. There's that. Speed this up pretty quickly. I need Spellbinder. Spellbinder, please. Cross is gonna get evolved pretty quick here too if I can get those, which I don't think I am. Cool! Locked at level 20. We also have to level up really quickly. I probably should try to get Crown. I think I had the opportunity. Sorry if I'm not talking very much. I'm trying to use all of my observational capability here to look for more Braziers. Also, so there we go. That'll help. Come on. Keep leveling. Keep leveling. I'm surprised about the uptime we're getting here with the Bible with no Spellbinder. I think the Bible might already be maxed out, which is why every time it goes down, it goes back up. We're gonna start struggling though here. If we don't start getting something real good. Cross leveling up is gonna be helpful. Yeah, we're already struggling to beat some of these. I think the area thing's probably going to be best. Because that also increases the Bible size. No, it increases the cross size. The Bible doesn't really change in size, it just gets a bigger area. Misremembered. There's garlic, finally. Not that I really need it at this point, but still helpful. I guess now is a good time to mention, because so I'm recording these ahead of time by a lot. Like, I'm recording this last week on Friday before I go back to work. Because I've been on PTO this whole week. The reason for said PTO was because I wanted to get ahead on recordings and uploads, because I wanted to edit some stuff for this announcement. The announcement being that I am now putting in some extra work on my second channel. Or, I guess, technically this used to be the third channel, but now it's my main. But now I'm really putting in some work on the second channel, which is bringing back DilyDaly Friends. If you didn't know, this used to be a 3-channel operation. You know, DilyDaly Solo, DilyDaly DilyDaly-Light and DilyDaly Friends. This channel, DilyDaly-Light, was rebranded to DilyDaly-Media as my main channel, where I was uploading mostly light rogue-lite content. I was mostly uploading rogue-lite content, and I was going to work on uploading clips and shorts and edits and all these little things, and that just didn't really pan out the way I wanted it to. So I pivoted to just doing light content, and then decided to like pivot out again. Did I hit level 50 with the Mario? I don't think I did. I didn't. So I need to play better, faster. I need to play in an area where I'm going to get rushed on. Moon goes pretty quick about that. I need something. Maybe I do this. The counterpart. I'll do this. Do that one early. I'll go up here to crown. Go over here. I didn't pick the healing thing, so even if I get healing, it's not going to be great. Get this. Spinach. Spellbinder. Down here. Cooldown. Duplicator. Attract orb. Revives. Magic wand. Kumala. I guess I can just pick up everything now. Not everything, but a lot of everything. Right, sorry. I'm zoning out. Yeah, I want to put some more effort into the second channel, or what would now be the second channel, DilyDaly Friends. Reason being, I think my friends are funny. I think they deserve a platform to be funny. And my way of getting around to doing that, to giving them a platform, is by just using one of my old channels, where I will upload dumb, funny clips of them, and then at some point, when I get enough clips of them, I will make a compilation of those clips into a video, which will be more edited and more polished than the clips themselves, the shorts. As much as the shorts are memed, or like I've memed the shorts into being memes and clips and stuff like that, I also want to compile them into like genuine clips and edits and among other things. And so to do that, I didn't even know I didn't pick that up. Probably pick that up. And so for me to get around to actually doing that, I needed to get ahead of all of my regular recordings. And so last week, for you guys, last week, for me this week, a lot of shorts are going to be coming out on my DilyDaly Friends channel, and I'd be glad if you would go and check those out, laugh, like them, you know, just comment, say hi, I don't know, and hopefully you enjoy. I didn't put a whole lot of effort. I'd like to say that I did, but I didn't. We need to level up way faster than this. I need garlic. picking up the fucking skull is too slow. Oh, that's not fucking good. I'm just gonna sit still. I'm gonna try to pick up some of these and I'm gonna sit still. Because going around hitting the pots just gonna give me gold. But I basically talked about everything I wanted to for Wild Robot. It's really good. Opening's amazing. It's kind of a lost art form now. I really enjoyed the journey of Roz and Bright Bill. Their journey was not really like inspiring. It's not really the right word, but like, or thrilling. That's not the right word either. Their journey was, that'll pulse out. Their journey was relatable to a degree. Obviously, I didn't go fly out into a storm and almost die. Here goes this guy. Can I get me bone in that? Oh, I can't over. Faster levels. I'm not. Ooh, we're gonna get caught up in this. Armor. Magic wand. Maybe I should have configured my machine gun. Okay. No. Reroll. This. XP. Good. This. Good. Here's the Bible. Oh, it's untextured. Cool. Candelabra. Stone mass. god, that shit is so big. A quintuple. Okay. Yeah. Basically, Wild Robot was good. Love the opening. I love the journey of Bright Bill and Roz. The journey of Think, all of the animals coming together toward the end. I appreciate that kind of stuff. I like that stuff. I like people putting happiness into the world for happiness sake. You know what I mean? As much as I do appreciate, like, when a story is just being real, you know, it's being relatable, it's being sad, it's doing all the things, right? While I appreciate that at times, I do think we over-encumber the market at times with unnecessary amounts of Jesus. What's happening to me? What's happening? Bible! Bible! What is happening? Well, this is a great ending. For those of you that decided to completely skip this video, you shouldn't have. Can I get some healing? Some healing? Some healing? Some floor chicken? 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 Literally anything. Doesn't even have to be floor chicken. Come on. There we go. I'm too slow. This is not fucking fair. I'm gonna die. Well, that was something. Look at all that stuff. I'm also realizing that I shouldn't have bought the golden egg. And did I complete? I didn't. Level 50 with the Mario. Damn. I need to do that. Alright, but that's going to be the end of this Spam for Saturday. With final notes, go watch Wild Robot if you haven't. Go say hi to your mom if she was a good mom. Even if she wasn't a good mom, and you think there was maybe some fault on your end, go say hi. Go say I love you. You never know when you won't be able to again. Take it from me, who hasn't been able to. And I will see you guys next time. See you guys tomorrow with the Skul Sunday. Who knows what Skul we'll be using. See ya.